close that. Now he can't close it.
You open the knife and
damaging.
he can't close it.
There's a safety. Just hand the knife.
That's not how you pass a knife. Don't you have a grandpa? Do you ever have a grandpa? My grandpa showed me this is how you hand somebody a knife.
Exactly.
He just died last week. Thanks for bringing it up.
Really?
A knife.
I wish he had. I wanted it to be so. Because that's a great way to start a podcast.
Yeah.
With morbid.
Dead grandpa.
Yeah, dead grandpas.
That's why we call it the Dead Grandpa Podcast. Everybody's got a dead grandpa. Tell us how.
One of the 67 names we came up with.
right.
You'll find out about that in the future.
Brad, tell me about your dead grandpa.
Well,
He fell on a butter knife.
Wait a second.
I don't know why I started with a Reagan impression.
I was gonna say it was.
Well,
Hey,
Is your grandpa Reagan?
he was.
Grandpa-
He's dead now.
he's dead now.
Past tense,
I mean, I forgot about it, ironically. Until
Listen, I don't mean to be a producer, but you've put the microphone in front of your face.
yeah, well, I'm doing that. I'm doing that for the ladies.
Yeah. Well, that's what the noises come from.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, whatever.
There we go.
I loved that the first thing that happened when you walked into this podcast room, you just started looking at toys.
Yes.
Like I'm home.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I like.
I made some.
I
of
think I
these.
built this room.
There's certain things as whatever minority group where you go like I can never be seen doing certain things. Like I would love to pitch that TV show. Things certain minorities can never do. Like there's some obvious ones, but for me as a little person, being enamored by toys is one of those things. I can't be enamored by toys. I can't. I mean, I do this constantly during December, where I'll walk by the mall Santas and just be like, "Communist." That's always fun, you know. But on St. Patrick's Day, I don't go outside. That is.
Stereotype Freedom would be a great show.
Yeah.
Just let
Where
'em
it's like,
do
hey,
it.
it's like, hey guys.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. You know,
You're safe here.
you're from Alabama. Walk holding hands with your sister. You know, just feel free.
I'd take it one step further. Fucker.
Well, there's a
You
website
would.
called Pornhub. You can see all of that.
I-
Oh, trust me. I've been there. Boom. Put it in, take it out.
Stereotype Pornhub?
Oh,
I think we've got. Well, there are some of those too.
We're double related now.
Is John Madden's porn just videos of Brett Favre?
He couldn't make it through that. He can only watch without Brett.
Favre Hub. I mean, that's what that is. What is Adam Ray and you? That's
Yeah.
immediately. That's
No. John Madden's Pornhub would just be the Brett Favre dead dad game on a loop. He would just watch it. Say, this is the most incredible.
And every 10 minutes ago, I farved. He doesn't call it.
Hail Mary!
And then we're also pitching a show called Celebrity O Faces. And,
Boom! I'm done.
but yes, I'm.
How did we get to that?
I just like that he called
You
it
always
comfort.
go there. No, but I'm looking around your massive toy. I don't know, what is this? A safe
workshop.
collection?
Call it a workshop.
Everything.
Don't call it a workshop.
That offends me. I'm triggered. I'm triggered, Frank. Workshop. Oh, great. Is there a pot of gold anywhere that I gotta be?
Well, that's what we were hoping
for.
you would bring.
No. No, you have to catch me. I don't bring
We
it.
have you
Oh my
surrounded.
God! With the COVID, you got to be so great. Like, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
You don't get gold or the virus. It's good.
There was actually an extra light. I don't know how it happened, but when you were looking at the toys in awe, there was like an
Yeah, it glowed.
angelic glow that happened.
Yes.
I literally saw it.
Because I mean, you have a midget staring at toys. You're probably gonna
Can
get
you
a
say
wish
that?
after
Can
this.
you say- can you-
I don't even know if I can say that anymore.
No.
Like I
You
can't
don't seem
even
like a
say
guy
words.
who would get offended by, and maybe you do. I don't
Never.
want to put ideas in your head.
I don't get offended by things. I at least not when it comes to dwarf jokes. I think that it's like as long as the intent is good and the intent is a joke, I don't care.
It's not a joke if there's bad intention.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah. Now, if a guy drives by me in Dallas, Texas, where this happened, where he was in a pickup truck and he stopped in front of me, rolled down the window, and went, "Get the midget!"
Wait a second, that happened?
Oh yeah, that happened. Well,
Did they get you?
not Dallas, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
to be
yeah,
very
right.
specific.
You gotta be
In that downtown area, right next to the.
Everything happens in Twin Cities.
Yes.
Right, well,
Yeah.
that's
No
so
kidding.
good.
Well, because there's always a good twin and an evil twin.
That's
We
true.
all know that.
I'm becoming evil Frank. It's happening.
But yes, he did not catch me because when I hear "get the midget," I go like, "Well, it's time for me to go."
Don't yell that on while I'm taking a sip.
But when that happens, you just have to go down into a storm drain and scare the shit out of
Yeah, just dressed as a clown.
We all
float down here. I'm so intrigued by this. I love that wrestling counter is my favorite.
Yeah.
Right there. Those were all the old wrestling action figure toys.
Yeah, those are the
amazing.
ones that the ones that most of them were in the cartoon too. Which I think Brad Garrett did the voice of Hulk Hogan in that
my
cartoon.
God.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Did
Oh
he?
yeah. Let me tell you something, bro. That was him.
Really?
Doing the.
That's like finding out Uncle Phil is the voice of Shredder. That one tripped me out.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he really?
Uncle Phil. James Avery is the voice of Shredder in the original
I
Teenage
knew
Mutant
that
Ninja Turtle
one.
cartoon.
I didn't know
know
that.
the Brad Garrett thing at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you hear the voices and you're like, oh wow, I get it, but you would never put that
You
together.
know, dumb we were as kids to not know Casey Kasem and Shaggy are exactly the same. And it's like, how did I not pick that up? Somebody had to tell me.
And me too. And do you know that bit I used to do? That how could I not tell? Because dear Batman and Robin, he was Robin in Batman and Robin.
He was Robin.
It's been a long time since I last saw either one of you. But while I was in prison, I came up with the most diabolical plot of all time. A plot to take over Gotham City and the rest of the world.
The weirdest thing I ever got an email on the radio
Yes.
when his corpse was missing. Remember when Casey Kasem's corpse went missing
Oh,
for like 4 months?
God.
And his wife, we played a game called, we'd play the Where in the World is Casey Kasem's corpse? And we would just give clues and say, I got an email that said, that's just too far. Is it somebody's actually transporting his dead body around and I'm
Yeah.
that guy?
Did
Have
you
a
start-
will, kids.
Yeah.
That's the moral of that story.
Did you start
Have
the
a will.
clues at number 40?
Coming in at number 5. This is a city on the beach.
And it was Vancouver for a while, and we just do the thing.
Please tell me you've heard the Casey Kasem breakdown about having to do the
Oh,
dead dog thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Matt.
that's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the Orson Welles peas rant are probably the two
Those used
single
to be
greatest
on their
moments.
own. There used to be a CD with all those
Of the
on them at
guys.
once.
Yeah, when some sound engineer lost it, so fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
releasing all of it.
Man, Orson Welles pee rant, Casey Kasem dead dog.
That's the best.
If there's a Morgan Freeman hooker rant out there somewhere, that's what I want. That would be like the holy
But
trinity.
Mel Gibson decided to take it to another level.
yeah,
and now
but
it's
he's
not
not
as
very.
fun.
He's not very like. I don't know. Frank could do a Mel Gibson impression. I'm sure you could figure out what the thing is. I can't.
No,
I don't
you
know
know,
what it
Mike
is.
McRae does one.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
Is it an actual good impression, or does he just yell, "I hate the Jews"? And everyone goes, "What a great Mel Gibson
It
impression!"
was like he was here.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. it's fantastic.
Really, you don't just be like, sugar tits. Everyone goes, perfect.
I thought his wife was actually going to get raped by those people.
Frank is
Mel was
Frank
here.
is just seeing all his sponsorship dollars.
No,
go-
even
go-
evil
go away
Frank
right
is
now.
like, how did I become part of
Trying
it?
to become evil Frank.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I'm in purgatory Frank right
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
It's purgatory Frank. I'm somewhere in between.
Swapping out.
I didn't realize what
So
it
you
was
are
really like to
Jewish.
get it.
purgatory.
I didn't realize.
That's a religion joke, everybody. You have to have some knowledge about where we go.
Well, at least where the Jews go.
Yeah. Well, you
I
have
thought
to
it was
know that.
Catholic. Isn't there a Catholic purgatory?
I don't know.
Everybody's got.
If there's
everybody's-
Catholic heaven, the Jews are in purgatory. They're not getting
Yeah.
in. Brad's right.
I just go to dwarf heaven.
That's right.
Which
You
is
get a-
just
is there a pass?
everything's low.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Everything's
There's
reachable.
a step up for everything.
Yeah.
There's no contractor saying, I think we can do that.
Yeah, pants just fit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. That's dwarf heaven. I'm actually very excited because my wife is not a little person. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm funny.
I texted him that because he sent me a picture of his baby
Yep.
and his wife, and I was like, I don't know if this is rude to ask. Is she a little person as well, like the baby? And I don't know. They got to the wife too. But what is your wife's name?
Jasmine.
I like that it took you a while.
Yeah. Well, because I had in my head the name of my daughter because I thought that was.
And your daughter's name is?
I don't
Also
like to give that
Jasmine.
out.
Oh, you really don't?
I don't like to give it out.
No, that's great.
It's a weird kind of I named her after a certain celebrity, and I don't.
Beyonce
Her
Willis.
name is Frank. But
James Avery.
but the best part is that I actually met this. I met the celebrity that I named her after, and I told him where I go, hey, don't Bill Cosby your name, okay? Like, don't, because there's someone out there like, this is my kid, I named him after my favorite comedian.
Right.
Say hello, Cosby, and then it's like that's now all messed up. I'm like, please don't Cosby your name.
Yeah.
just
You have one
be okay.
responsibility now.
Yeah.
Make my kid's life okay.
See, my daughter is 4'11".
Mm-hmm.
So she struggles with. I know that seems.
Tell me all about her struggles at 4'11", Frank.
Well, no, but I was just
Not how her life is so hard at 4'11". How she can just go into a shoe store and say, "Hey, bring me out things that fit me," and they bring her out things that fit her. I go into the shoe store and I bring me out everything that fits. Everything's got a light blinking from it. It sucks.
Toy Story characters.
Tell me more about her struggles
Well, no, I wanted-
at 4'11".
that's what I
Why don't
wanted
you
her-
walk down to the Black Lives Matter protest and be like, I've been discriminated against as an impressionist. I feel your pain. People always want me to do Madden. It sucks. Tell me more.
You remember when I was going to do that show pitch help for?
Yeah. Frank's Black Madden sign. Not good. Black Madden Madden.
Now you're just trying to get this whole podcast bleeped out.
Black Lives Madden. Is that a thing?
No video on this one, guys.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yes,
We'll release this in August when it's okay.
but my daughter is a little person.
Her name is Orenthal.
My wife is not. That's my favorite athlete.
That's right.
But now my wife is outnumbered. There's 2 dwarves in the house and 1 average sized person. So I'm telling her like, yeah. This is going to be stoolamania all over the house.
That's
and
also on Pornhub.
Yeah. And you're just going to have to deal with it. It's going to be awesome.
I think we just made up our own category.
Stoolomania. That is a rough weekend.
Stoolomania.
Yeah.
That could be cross-referenced with the wrong stuff there.
I think I
that's
did
just-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got his stool thing.
I got lost in it.
Absolutely.
I apologize for.
stool.
Well, no, I was caught on the euphemism side of
Had me
it.
at stool. And the best thing, you said it on my show a long time ago, is like your daughter, your wife is, I believe, is she Asian?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's Chinese, so we had an Asian dwarf baby. Now that's your next toy that's got to go up on the shelf. The Asian dwarf baby, ultra rare. You can't find too many of those.
I think you said on the show the day she was born, Harvard offered her a deal.
Yeah.
She got a scholarship with that.
Please, we need you for the brochure. Asian dwarf baby. Are you kidding me? Look, we got all our minorities in one basket. It's great, and she literally fits in the basket. So
She literally fits in the basket. My daughter's 4'11", and she wouldn't fit in the basket.
no, she's actually 1 inch too tall. Your daughter to being legally handicapped.
She has been trying to compact herself a little bit. Honestly,
To get better tickets to events.
no, because my wife was like, because you can get scholarships for being 4'10".
You can?
You can? What the fuck?
Yeah.
How come I didn't get these scholarships? I'm still paying off my loans to USC.
No, that's my wife looking stuff up. There's scholarships for so many different things.
You think someone would have said it to you?
Yeah,
at USC?
like, oh, by
Why
the
are you
way,
paying for
you're tiny.
Yeah,
Here's
you might have
money.
noticed.
Where's that?
Yeah, you know how cool it is that you have an average sized wife, and that's because you're super funny.
Yeah.
I guess you're not that likable.
Because nobody wanted to help
Nobody's
her
giving you
financially.
money.
She would tell you that. She could definitely confirm that. But yeah, oh man, so she's 1 inch too tall. So
I guess we thought she was 5 foot because their goal in life is to reach 5 feet. So she's doing the Bobby Brady stretches and stuff like that.
well, when you're
This is
born.
tough.
When you come from Caliendo stock, your goals are 5 feet tall.
It's a
That's
little
it.
hard.
There is, I'll be honest with you, stock E. Stock E is the Caliendo. Extra neck. You order extra. This just starts to, as you get older, this just starts to meld all together.
The human neck brace.
Your ears go straight to your shoulders as a Caliendo. That's part of it.
Yeah, the one thing about my daughter being a little person is that if she's ever upset that she's a little person, I can't look at her and be like, I don't know, maybe you got it from your mom.
It's her fault.
I can't say that. It's going to be pretty obvious where she got it from.
Why did this happen? Ask your mother.
She picked the wrong sperm. She picked the dwarf sperm. She didn't pick the tall
Is that
sperm.
a dominant gene?
No, it's a recessive. We had a 50-50 shot. Her and I. I think that means it's a recessive. I don't know. I'm a comedian.
Is both dominant and recessive.
Well, like it's with me having a child with my wife whose average size was 50-50.
Right.
But yeah. I don't know what that means. If you're a geneticist, tweet me.
Yeah,
if you can do a Grendel square. Grendel? Grendel?
What's the Grendel square? I don't know what it is either way.
Grendel's from the damn myth. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Mendel Square. That's
There
what
it
Mendel
is.
Square.
Fuck. Grendel Square? Yeah. Really? I did that one? Oh, God. I'm an idiot.
There's a Grendel something.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Grendel Square is an address in St. Louis.
Great sleuth
Google it.
work,
That's good
Toledo.
work.
Well,
News is
you
on
really
that.
knocked it out of the
Got
park
a couple
on that
nice
one.
buildings in Grendel Square.
Yeah.
If you live on Grendel Square, Brad wants to know why his daughter's a little person.
Apparently, I
The
just
only guys
offended
that know
everyone.
are in that little area.
In a Grendel Square. Good Lord. But yeah, So I got the Asian dwarf baby, which is very solid.
Yeah.
And I would highly advise. That's the thing I have over Angelina Jolie. Like she doesn't have the Asian dwarf baby. She tried.
And you can't have
Now,
this
wait
one.
a second.
It's like the rarest Pokemon.
And you
And you have it.
I got
You have
it.
to fight people to take it from stealing it, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be battle zones
Yeah.
in Grendel Square.
And she can fight.
did you get that? Did you get her at a Pokebar? Was that
Yeah.
that's
We fought.
at a gym?
Punnett Square. No, oh, is it a Punnett Square?
Punnett Square.
Damn
Or
it,
Grendel.
I don't know.
Either way, I don't know what any of this is.
This is why I don't talk politics during my show. I'm
Look,
not
this is
smart.
genetics. This
I'm not
isn't
smart.
politics.
No, but I'm not smart. That's why I don't talk politics during the show. I'm
Clearly.
not smart. I shouldn't bring up Punnett Squares or Mendel Squares or whatever they are because I'm not. I'm not
Send
smart.
Brad to a political rally and have him raise his hand and go, where do you stand on the Punnett Square?
I don't know what the fuck he's saying. What does that mean?
Look at this little man with a very big heart.
Listen, here's one thing I have over Brad Williams. I can talk at a podium.
1-0 me.
He can't talk at a podium. Our hands are the same size, but you can't see his over the podium.
Have you done that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, that's great. I think
that
that would
funny?
be great.
You did that backstage at the celebrity theater thing, and I'm like, that's got to be constant.
Yeah.
great.
Well, yeah, I do. I do a Trump impression right up top of my act right now because people are like, "Oh, you're doing stand up, and the coronavirus is happening. Why are you out there?" And I'm like, I just get tired of answering the question, so I go, "Midgets can't get it." Okay. And people believe it. People believe it. They're like, oh, yeah, Trump said that in one of his press conferences. He's like, don't worry, I'm saving all the little people.
A lot of people think they can get it. They can't.
They can't.
We're trying to steal their.
No, because the virus, it's like it floats, and it just goes above the little
It's
people.
a very floaty virus. It's like heat. It rises.
Like a house fire.
Yeah.
They walk right under the smoke. They're fine.
People sneeze, it goes right over them.
Did you see the thing yesterday? This is so fun. We were doing this on the air, but where he said it was a good day, and George Floyd's looking down on us now because of the jobs report.
Because the jobs report.
So we just kept summoning, like, oh, I'm going into a trance. I'm going to ask, oh, Kobe, what did you think of the jobs report? He says, great. I'm a
How
hero
can
to
he-
all of the dead people.
Listen, I try to give benefit of the doubt to everybody, but using those people
That's over.
in that instant,
That's that moment where you're like, if you still defend certain parts.
it's not even
got it.
defense. It's like, how do you do that? And I'm not political, but
Yeah.
just using
That's
those
one where you just
things.
smash your head into the
Using
thing and go,
those-
how do you?
No, I can't. Nobody can defend that. Using people.
But you can't defend that the jobs report was bad.
It
So
was because it was the number. A
Excellent.
lot of people said this jobs report was going to be in the sewer. They said it was going to be very, very low. It became back tremendous
It was
job
going to be
growth.
Brad Williams low.
Brad,
I'm going into a trance. Prince is telling me the jobs report was fantastic. He's a big fan of mine.
all the speculators said that the jobs report was going to be Brad Williams, but what it was Brad Garrett. By the way, there was a guy who we were talking about you on the podcast the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know that because you texted me. What did you say?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because here's the
Not
world we
you didn't
live
do it in a mean way.
Yeah,
it was
but
like,
here's the world we live in where anytime anyone mentions anything about fans will tweet and be like, so-and-so was just talking about you on the podcast. I think you should listen to it. You're like, what?
What can I do?
What happened?
You should listen to it.
Yeah, and it's like there's so many tattletales out there right now, and it wasn't anything bad. It was, I mean, yeah.
Because we knew you were even coming around the town, so we knew.
Yeah, I mean, you said you wanted to punt an Asian dwarf baby, but it's fine.
Not out loud. Not out loud.
Yeah, not on the internet.
No.
Privately at my own home.
No, but somebody had gotten that mixed up. Like, so we're talking about being a little person the whole time, and he, in his head, he thought we had some bigger comedic play and payoff because he was thinking Brad Garrett the whole time.
Yeah.
We're talking about Brad
First
Williams.
time that's ever happened to you.
Wow,
You've been confused
we
about
got
that.
mistaken.
Yeah.
I've been mistaken for Brad Garrett's femur.
Hello, Raymond. Oh, that's Brad Williams. You know, classic Brad Williams moment.
Same guy.
That would be a great parody, though.
Oh, what's going on here? The two Darrens in Bewitched. They just replaced Brad Garrett with Brad Williams and never fucking mention it.
Yeah, to bring it back to Fresh Prince and James Avery, they would Aunt Viv me.
They would Aunt Viv you.
I was even thinking Olsen twins. Like, they just trade out like different, like each twin would play a different young Olsen twins.
Yeah.
I think
But the different babies would come, use them as separately. Like, all of a sudden, it's just the camera isn't set.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nordberg or whatever. Oh my goodness! So you got with your baby, you've really stopped doing as much because you were doing the podcast with Adam Ray.
Yes. The About Last Night podcast, which is still going. He's still doing it, but with the baby, I wanted to stop doing the podcast to have more time. I didn't want to miss my daughter's first words because I had to interview the door guy at the Comedy Store. Right. You know what I mean? It's like this is what. This is why I wasn't there. It's I didn't want to do that, and it's weird because I stopped doing the podcast, and then the pandemic hit, and now I have nothing but time to do the podcast.
Yeah,
and with the baby, I'm like, oh no, I should get out of the house.
But Adam's like, you can't step back in. Adam's like, no, I've already changed the marketing. He's like,
we already changed the poster. What can we do? We can't.
It's digital.
We did this huge goodbye episode. Like, we couldn't just be like, and then I just show up
week.
Yeah, it's like George Costanza in Seinfeld. You get fired and you just show up the next day. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't quit.
I got serious about the goodbye.
I think you could have. With the pandemic, I think you just immediately go, hey, we made a mistake in timing.
Yeah.
We're going to say goodbye later. We play the episode later. I think you could have gone.
Jay Leno retired from The Tonight Show twice.
Have you seen this Brad Williams guy? Have you seen this? That's pretty good stuff. So you talked about we're not going to talk exactly what it was, but you're pitching the show.
Yeah.
You were talking about KP Anderson. KP Anderson, who's working with him on this, he wrote the Trump sketch, or was head writer for the Trump sketch that I did a couple years ago for ESPN that never aired.
Oh, really?
And
why didn't it air?
Because it was supposed to be on the.
It was a Trump sketch.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to go on the ESPYs, and it was the Caitlyn Jenner episode. Or that one. So it became all about that, and it was great stuff about talking about the green monster. Like I can't remember the exact jokes, but I'm like, these are biting, fantastic.
Yeah.
Killer. I'm like, who wrote this? KP Anderson? And they're like, yes. I was like, I was joking, but this is like he writes some great. He wrote with me on the NFL on Fox years ago. And he got out because he's like, I can't take this anymore. Like,
yeah, he told me that story.
Yeah, like it's like he would write stuff and it'd be like, oh my God, this is awesome and a little brutal. And they'd be like, we can't use this.
Yeah, I can only imagine what kind of NFL stuff he'd write right now.
Listen, I don't even know. That's the weirdest. Sports comedy is the weirdest thing in the world because they have this element of trying to be family television, with a lot of people that aren't exactly, unless they're
with a stadium surrounded with Budweiser ads.
Yeah.
Always
and guys like that are drunk by the first quarter and throwing bottles in the field.
To be bombed before you get in the building, and it's a family event.
Right, and that's nothing, compared to the people in the stands too.
Well, those are those people.
Oh, I was talking about outside. I was saying the athletes.
Oh yeah,
I was doing a bit. I
didn't see that.
I didn't. Yeah, here's the problem. It was poorly constructed.
It's school mania.
No, I didn't miss it that time.
You didn't do it as.
I was still thinking.
That's why we.
I'll tell you what, man. Caliendo in one ear. Back out the same ear.
Knock on wood if you're hammered.
I was halfway through trying to construct what I was going to say, and I was like, this isn't going anywhere. John's going to call me on it.
I didn't.
And
Just didn't get it.
No, it wasn't good. Listen, you got to own this
I
stuff.
think it might have been my fault.
No, it
I'll
was
take the
completely.
blame.
No, I halfway through, I was like, oh, this is. I'm exactly what's happening right there. Brutal.
Well, you've helped it so much by explaining
I
how
fixed
terrible it went.
Listen. I can put a Band-Aid on a tourniquet.
Yeah, you've done a good job.
Isn't that basically your old George W. Bush joke where he would just forget what he was talking about? Like
90% of what I do is in those impressions.
Yeah.
The reality is I can't remember what I start any time. So George W. Bush always just forgot what he was talking about. John Madden, I just forgot what I was talking. And I just don't give a shit. I mean, that's really my comedy.
Crux of your whole career.
Oh, it's all.
The recipe is out there now.
Oh no, it's been out
my
there.
God.
That's why you finish stuff. Like I'm
Yeah.
on here, like Frank, that was genius. I'm like, yeah, because Holmberg finished the
Not
bit.
necessarily.
But now, so like I've been out now for 3 weeks doing stand up. Are
3
you,
weeks already.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Who opened
Where did you-
first?
I went to Oklahoma City first, and then went to
What's the play? What's the club there? Is it a club or?
Bricktown Comedy Club, and then went to Wise Guys in Salt Lake City, and then this week I'm in Stand Up
Is
Live.
everybody
here in
going to
Phoenix.
the same places? I thought I saw Adam is at those. Adam Ray's at.
Well, we have the same agent, so
That would-
it
you guys wanna-
makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So they're just getting you in the right places.
Yeah, and it's weird because all the states that a lot of comics in New York and California talk smack about are the only states that are open. So now they're like, no, we're going to Arizona and Florida. Like, get me into Arizona and Florida. It's like, yeah, now we have to go to all these places.
Yeah, I was going to love the red and purple states. They're taking chances.
Yeah, they're
So
going for it.
how do you find those audiences? The Oklahoma audience was it packed? Was
Yeah, I mean, packed at a third capacity or
Right.
or whatever the club decides to do. But all the people that were there were so like starved for entertainment and so excited to be back out there. They were amazing audiences, so great. Like to the point where I would say a joke and they would laugh, and I'd be like, "That joke's not that funny." Like you,
You're just happy to be here.
that was a 7. You guys gave that a 9. Nope.
That's great. I mean, that's what it's like. You know, Seinfeld talks about when you're super famous, you just go out there and you don't even have to try. And he talks about how awful that is. I'm like, no, that's a great. I would just love.
Yeah.
I'd love to go out there and be average funny and not have to work on things and just let them explode.
Yeah, it's like when some comics talk about like, oh, I have to do this catchphrase or this one bit. I go, that sucks. I go, really? I would love to just walk out there and say like, that's America, and the whole place just explodes. And he said the thing. Like I know it's be careful what you wish for, but yeah, like to me that sounds great.
Well, let's create one for you. Don't you think this is the
That's
place to
America.
create?
That's America.
It's very
I think
Italian for some reason.
It's the arms. It's the arms.
That's the sell.
It's funny because you have like it's almost like an action figure.
Yeah.
The way you
Very
do that.
limited
They appear.
movement.
It's
very
almost poorly animated. It's
Yeah.
they're here and then they're here, but there's
yeah,
no
it's
middle.
like a Tim Burton film.
Yeah,
Like that's America. Like it's just.
Just the smile, the look in your eyes, and
Yeah.
you do it. I don't know.
It's
I think
stop
Can
motion.
we get like Danny Elfman to do the voice or the music behind this? It's
glorious.
That's America.
Will you try that tonight?
I will.
Just throw it out there after a joke that has nothing to do with it.
Catchphrase.
Because we'll do like we always do a little bit of social media posts and stuff like that for
Yeah.
the shows. We'll do that and
Brad's
see if
new
it catches
catchphrase.
on. That's
It has to happen.
That's the.
Yeah.
Well, that and it's a great thing because if I say something horrific that is happening in our country, how great is it to pull it back with like, oh man, I feel horrible about myself, but then a midget has tiny arms. It's America.
I want it to be after your dead grandfather. Story. I think that's the most important thing to end because you're making people, and then at the end you're like, how can I be mad?
I've got it. I know how you're gonna go mega viral.
Okay.
We're gonna tweet Trump. A lot of bad things happening out there. A lot of very big bad things. Huge bad things. But you know what?
That's America.
We'll be right back. He goes to commercial. I didn't even know you can do that
We'll
during
be
a press
right
conference.
back.
We'll be right back.
Just him walking away from the podium. It's like, Mr. President, that's not how it works.
Drop the fucking mic at the press conference. We'll be right back after these messages. You're a great guest. And he goes like they're fading.
What if he Seacrested it? And we'll tell you about it after the break.
I'm going to tell you how I'm going to solve this whole crisis after the break. Trump out.
Trump out.
He just pushes the mic down.
Trump out sounds like
Trump out's a good catchphrase.
Trump out sounds like a song that had like a dance that went that went with it and then just never caught fire.
It's Wang Chung.
Yeah. All right, guys. You've heard the Wang Chung. You've heard the Macarena. Now Trump out. Gonna be best hit song. It's gonna be bigger than Jumbo Wumba.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
There's smoke. There's Bibles.
Yeah.
There's people being pushed around.
Why hasn't that been a campaign song? They all can't find all these politicians can't get the music because they all every.
You rewrite a parody. Trump
Yeah.
out. It's the cold war.
Trump out.
Trump
Station.
That would be his
Trump
dream.
out.
I've hired Cameo. They've rewritten Word Up to Trump out. You might notice that they're African American big fans, of course. Trump out, yeah. Move that group over there. Get some fire. We need to fire that group. They're getting too close.
All right, so I got to do the podium thing.
We got a lot.
I got to do the arm thing with the catchphrase. And
Jump out.
I mean, the sad part is I'm realizing as I'm throwing my arms out that if I like came back from a fishing trip and went like, I caught a fish this big, everyone's like, oh, not a big fish.
Or if you said, I caught a fish, that's America. doesn't ever make
hold
sense,
on.
but-
If you went, that's America, and then a fish just appeared.
Oh, well, that's playing on stereotypes.
Then I'd be Jesus.
Magic.
Then I'd be Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean,
You know how
it's a
disappointed
short
some
Jesus.
people would be? Oh, really?
That's how he comes back.
Come on.
I thought he was gonna be this like big. I wanted the Rock Jesus. That's what I wanted. I wanted the Rock to play Jesus, and now it's this guy. Son of a.
Was it Ricky Gervais that did that thing where he broke? Oh no, it was Jim Jeffries that he broke down like how much bigger we are now, and Jesus is probably about 3'9", maybe if you go by the way humans have evolved. He's like, so he's probably about this tall. So when he comes back, you're gonna just be angry about it.
Yeah. I could. Yeah.
It'd be nicer to Brad though.
But I could wear his clothes.
That's right. Share sheets.
I can fit in it. That's the only thing I'm very disappointed that I had a girl and not a boy is that now I can't share clothes.
Yes, you can. It's get woke,
You know
Brad.
what?
Get woke.
It is a new era.
That's right.
I certainly can. No, it's. I will say having a dwarf child and then the whole quarantine thing was actually kind of an advantage because she didn't outgrow any clothes, so we didn't have to go out and like buy new clothes. It was great.
How old is she?
5 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You said she's tiny.
Yeah, which is like 12 months in dwarf. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. Is that part of the Punnett Square that I don't know about?
I'm still stuck on stool and missing it, and I think it had to do
I
with
said that
dog.
joke, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means, but it sounded funny in my head.
Hey, been there earlier in the
You know
podcast.
what the worst part is? Somebody listening is going, yeah, I heard once that little people age fast. They die when they're like 11.
Benjamin Button was a true story. It was based on the life of Billy Barty.
Billy Barty.
No one, absolutely
love
no
Billy
one,
Barty.
no one will get the Billy Barty reference.
Absolutely.
You guys got it.
one.
No one's listening to
That's
this going like, strong Billy Barty reference.
I'm gonna go with Brad on.
No,
That's a
no,
deep
you don't
pull.
know. I've had 3 or 4 texts, tweets
Since
about.
he said it?
No,
It hasn't even aired.
no. I get
You get a lot of Billy Barty.
I get a
talk,
lot of Billy Barty talk
Let a Billy Barty talk.
in the chat rooms.
He was the king of the midgets.
Can we get in trouble for saying that?
LP king.
By the way, just got a text from Billy Barty. I don't even know if he's alive. Jobs report, double for him. Very happy day for Billy Barty.
Another thing about Billy Barty, alliteration.
That's a phrase that's never been said. Another thing about Billy Barty, except for at his funeral.
Oh,
Which I spoke at.
In the history of this
very
spoken word.
tiny coffin.
Like a baby coffin, only a little bigger.
Basically, about a regular-sized
Too far?
coffin.
That was pretty far.
I went too far with the baby. Really, me?
If you
I
keep
don't
it in
care.
this voice, I think you can pretty
You can
much
say whatever
do
you want
anything.
like this.
Cut the coffin in half. Put Billy in there. All his possessions.
Like how yours
It's like a house. It's like
like
a
an
little house
Egyptian
inside.
pharaoh.
It's like Snoopy's house. You open it up, you're amazed at how much fits in there.
I like how yours is like devolving a little. Your Trump is going away a little bit.
Yeah, it's like
It's
Trump.
cuter.
Trump mixed with Adam Sandler. Like habit.
Oh my God, you're gonna take our jobs.
Yeah, you were worried about the Mexicans. It was the midgets you had to be worried about.
Alphabetically, we were a little early.
Yeah, we also do the same job at half the price.
He's got all the lines. He's ready to go. What other voices you do?
I do impressions of people that nobody know. Like they're just my friends and stuff. Or
Which is those are considered characters.
Yeah. So like but my manager is Barry Katz, and I do.
Oh, it's Barry?
Yeah, man, and I do a Barry impression. It's pretty great.
That is fucking real, man.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore of impressionists? You know Barry, he says that all the time.
Listen, man. Do you know Brad Williams? He's a little person. But he's basically a god.
Mount Rushmore of impressionists. You got Rich Little, Frank Caliendo.
And by the way, Rich Little died the other day. Great musician, unbelievable man. Loved the job. I'm going to go back to it.
Sir, that was Little Richard.
Same guy. Canadian, amazing with the voices. African American.
And there's one more on the Mount Rushmore you probably haven't even heard of him yet. But he's incredible. He's probably going to be considered the best of all time. Piot Michael.
Oh, I know Piot.
No, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I wasn't mocking him.
No.
But he's with Barry too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because he texted.
Oh, that was a deep cut joke.
Listen, man. I think I've shown you
I don't know,
him.
Maybe.
Piot Michaels.
Piot's almost too good.
Well, I've said that because when he was on the new Mad TV, and he got advice from Will Sasso and some other guys, and I told him, I think I might have told him the same thing. He texted me about something, and I said, when you're doing a sketch show, you don't want to do the impression dead on. Right. You want to make it a cartoon character. You have to, and he was really, really good. Trying to think. See if you can find him doing.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, no kidding.
He does a Steve Buscemi and it's spot on.
Jimmy Fallon is really good.
Jeff Goldblum. He does a great Jeff Goldblum.
Let's see who else.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen that guy. I know who you're talking about. I just the clip that they had.
P-O-T-R.
Yeah, and he also should have changed his name.
Yeah, right. That's what you get in Scrabble when you don't know what to do.
P-I-O-T-R.
P-I-O-T-R. I need to change my letters.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him do something that we don't do at all. I'm trying to think.
Isn't Ian Mckellen?
Yeah, Ian Mckellen is one I was thinking of.
Okay.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Those are two. Those are two great ones.
Piot Michael, man, unbelievable. Best impressionist, can't get him work. No, he works like insane. He does all the voices for when like you can't get the guy.
Yeah,
he does that voice.
But if it's, you're right though. Like in Ian Mckellen, especially, if it's too good, it's just serious.
Yeah.
Well, and you're just staring at someone in awe, like how what do you do? You're amazingly fast at getting this. This has been it's
been a great 3
minutes.
Well, I've seen a lot of just playing Ian McClellan or McKellen.
Just play that one. Just play that thing with the.
We'll pretend it's him. You got to put your headphones on to hear it.
Yeah.
And now there's adjustments with equipment.
I don't because of the COVID.
No, that's a good move. And there's no sound. This is brilliant. Well, I've enjoyed learning about Piot Michael.
This is what they call radio gold.
That's exactly it.
That's why you edit and you don't go out live. But we'll put it out like this anyways.
Sure. Why not?
No, he does. I think that Jeff Bridges is amazing. He does like his voice is naturally super deep, so he has.
I think you've sent me stuff with that dude.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
Yeah,
maybe someday we'll have him on the show and it'll be as good as this.
Yeah.
Well, quietly, he's got laryngitis. It'll be a perfect time to have him.
Yeah. He does a great pause. He does a great Jim Rome pause.
Yes.
Nailed it.
No, I wish I did more impressions, but I do, and the other ones I do are ones that everyone does. Like you do like a Mckellen, all right? And that's it really easy because you just say the words ma, and then cocaine. you say ma cocaine, and then you got the impression right.
What else you have?
I do a John Lovett. we have Brad Williams on the show. That'll sell some tickets.
You know what? You've surprised me with some pretty good ones there. I didn't know you did them at all.
Because I don't.
Frank likes when the guest fails.
Yeah, But we had.
I know, we both do.
We had.
I thought it was going to be funny bad, but he actually turned out good.
Well, thank you. We had Dana Carvey on the About Last Night podcast back when we were both doing it, and
back when you guys were friends.
Yeah,
before the falling out,
before the war,
because Adam hates babies. Adam hates babies.
But we had him, and Dana Carvey said that the secret to a good impression is that you just say who you are, and then the audience goes with you. So and we go, what do you mean? He goes, watch this. Do you want to see a Glenn Close impression? We go, yeah. He goes, I'm Glenn Close. And you're like, all right.
It worked.
It worked. I laughed at it.
Well, especially because everybody has that the impressions app now that turns them into the person.
Yeah. Right.
And it's just, I just watched hundreds of those going, all right, I'm obsolete.
That's
now.
true. Yeah. The computers have taken your job.
Yeah, but it's like you watch it and you watch a lot of them and you go, it's pretty good.
Somebody said that to me the other day. It's like, because he's a photographer, and we were talking about that, and he said, this guy does these impressions, and it's all, and I'm like, yeah, but it's mostly you're fooled by the computer, right? But it's still good, but the computer's doing the work. And he goes, think of how I feel. He said, I went to school and college to be a photographer, and now everybody's got all of the things that take me hours to do right in seconds, and they can edit videos.
Well, remember what editing video used to be like to put videotape together?
Oh, my God.
People would take hours. One of those editing bays, when my TV show was on, this is 2007-ish, it was like $40,000 units for people to edit things, and now you can do it on your phone.
Yeah, just like, exit.
And
what?
Unreal.
Yeah,
Madness.
yeah, taking it all.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a lens yet that turns you into a little person, but once they do,
I don't think they're doing that. I think you got to market.
It's just basically a funhouse mirror. You just put that on the edge of a camera.
I'm just a different funhouse mirror. I'm the wide one.
Yeah, you're the voice funhouse mirror.
No, I walk in like I'm just so wide compared to my height. That
my funhouse mirror is just Mr. Clean with AIDS. He stopped working out. He didn't care anymore.
He stopped working out.
He doesn't look right. He looks a little like Squidward, a little like the old guy you remember, but nobody wants my ass.
Oh, I'm going to start a GoFundMe page for your white blood cell count.
Donate those, please.
Do you have other shows booked?
Yeah.
I love watching you go from laugh to
promotion.
Oh.
that was fun. That was
it's like a Chuck E. Cheese character.
It just came to life.
Yes, I do.
Pasquale. Yeah, that's one of the characters.
That's who I came up with last week. I said Pasquale.
No, don't touch! Get me done.
Well, I mean, and that's my favorite thing to do is to walk into a store right now and be like, "Look what the Rona did to me!" I mean, it's great. It's a lot of fun. Everyone gets scared.
That would be a great video just to run into a store that just opened and go, "I've got it! I've got it!"
No, that actually something like that occurred where I went to the grocery store and there was a mom with her kid, and the kid did look at me and be like, "Look what it did to him!" That's literally, he yelled that out in the middle of a grocery store.
Was that in Dallas too?
And now he's in the hospital.
That's right,
because I killed him.
Wait, if you killed him, he's not going to be in the hospital.
Well, it's a really good hospital.
Yeah, the hospitals are very full right now. They haven't gotten around to it.
That's a great comeback. It's a really good comeback.
It's a really good hospital.
Oh my God.
Well, yes.
I want to climb Kilimanjaro with him and Josh Blue. Next episode, people.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Oh, me and Josh Blue got to start a comedy tour and just call it the Cripple Kings of Comedy, and then just we'll sell out a third of everywhere.
That's all we're asking you to do
sell
now.
out a third. That is a marketing play. We'll sell out a third of any place.
I mean, yeah. Right now, most of the clubs are either half or third capacity, so it's and like the club owners are like, I don't know if you're gonna want to perform for like a third house. I go, I was here 5 years ago, and I would have been happy with a third house. This is not that big of a jump for me. It's fine.
It's a full third house.
Yeah, now it's
you don't see empty seats. It's almost okay.
Yeah.
What do you see when you look out there? When you look out in the crowd,
People.
Masks?
Some people wear masks.
Okay.
Yeah, and and I don't want to say don't, because I'm like, yes, I'd love to see someone laugh,
Right.
but if that's how you feel comfortable, then awesome, come and wear the mask. It's great.
No, you have to wear. Don't wear the mask for Brad. He wants to see.
Shut up, Fauci. Can they be a comedy duo?
Oh, they have
Fuck
to go
you,
on the road.
Fauci.
It's time for today's segment. Fuck you, Fauci. Bring him up here. He'll say something stupid. I'll come on and say fuck you, Fauci, and tell you why I won't do it.
That's America.
We'll be right back.
Perfect.
That's hilarious.
Sell it.
That's the promo
Yeah,
right
there.
there for the ages.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sell it.
God.
So great.
I'm telling you, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but if something like you look at that and you go, this is kind of funny when I do this, right?
Yeah.
You think it, but if you do it over and over,
Yeah.
for some reason it becomes funny after a while.
You drill it into it. This is funny, audience, and they go, okay, it's funny, and then they start laughing. Yeah, no, but it's true.
But I mean, you're naturally a funny person, and I think that helps it. So I'm not saying anybody could just do
Yeah.
it, but if you have that step and you are funny and you have something and you do it over and over and over, it just works.
I met a little guy once who didn't like that people thought what he did was funny. Like it angered him greatly. Then I'm like,
Why?
Just embrace it. You know what? It's
Why?
joy.
You bring joy to
It's
people.
whether or not that, but nobody was making fun. But he was just angry, like balled up fist, angry about it. Just like wow.
One of the best compliments I ever got in my career was the late great Robin Williams saw me perform in Mill Valley, and I got off stage. I didn't know he was in the audience, but he was there, and he just burst back into the dressing room. He goes, "Oh my God, Mr. Williams, you're like Prozac with a head." And I go, "There you go."
Yeah, you wrote a joke in the audience and nailed. That's awesome.
Yeah. So why would
was
your friend
that
not want
was
that?
that at the Fisherman's Wharf Club there?
The Throckmorton Theater.
Oh no, okay. So
Yeah.
What I'm thinking of, what's the club there? That's
I don't know
there's
the
a
club there.
punchline that's a little one, and then there was
How does that work, by the way? When you're
Comedy?
No, I don't understand. You clearly know that I don't get it.
by the way, amazing Robin Williams. Nice job.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a wonderful thing.
Oh, do the arm thing, do it. That's America. And this is Russia. Okay.
It's like a Volvo with a gun rack.
But when you're on stage and stuff, you do your whole deal and you got it down pat. You felt really good about the show, and then you leave and there's Robin Williams, and you didn't know he was there.
Yeah.
You just reassessed the whole night in a second.
Yeah,
Oh.
I went through every one of my jokes and was like, was that Robin worthy?
Yeah,
And
right.
and
Are any of them you walked away?
I'll show you. It'll be in the set in a couple days. There was
very.
The hardest thing about being a little person. Wait a minute, once he stole the whole fucking thing wrong. I hate being small, nothing fits.
That's America. I told you it would work. So one of his sons, came to see me at the club there.
Okay.
And he said he was bringing, because I did the Robin Williams bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then he said he was going to bring his dad the next night. Never showed up, and I cursed. I was like, "This is the worst thing."
Yeah.
2 days later, read Robin Williams in rehab, and I'm like, "Oh, am I a jerk? Am I a
prick.
jerk?" But he should have come.
Yeah, because 2 days later he was in rehab. What was he doing that night?
He had time.
Yeah.
He had time.
I mean,
One last thing before he goes in.
yeah. I mean, he could have seen a great impression of himself and go, is that what I sound like? And then gone to rehab.
Oh my God.
And then they're like, "Oh, get Prozac with a head. He's better." Look at him. "Oh, I'm asleep, and now I'm really awake. How did this happen? We represent the Prozac people."
Why didn't Robin ever play Santa? Because he always
Because I only do two O's. You know what I'm saying? Come on, think about it for a second. Ho, ho, ho. That's how you get the COVID, all right? The third one's a charm. Or maybe the opposite. Well, think about it for a second. Okay. An amazing thing. When you think about it, you look at Brad and you wonder, oh, is he a lumberjack? What kind of tree is he cutting down? Look at that. He's like the brownie paper towel guy. Just with toilet paper this time. Come on.
I didn't get all the riots over the toilet paper. I didn't get it. Like, you know, you don't have any toilet paper. Just do what I do. Go in the shower. And do a cartwheel.
I said this.
You didn't say the
I didn't say the cartweel part because, you know, my shower's not
you
as
didn't see
big
that
as
coming?
Brad's. Oh, my
You
God.
didn't see it coming, did you?
Hold on, triple Robin.
Mission
Here's-
cartwheel.
Here's the fun thing about, you know what we do too for so.
How about a Cartman wheel? Huh? Think about that. Huh?
Oh my God, what are you coming with?
I'm not fat. Hold on, Robin Williams and Chris Berman together.
Back on the blitz.
We'll be right back. And that's what it's all about.
Listen, a lot of people are out there.
Say what you will, but everybody knows that Prozac with the head.
How did Chris Berman become Jiminy Glick? Like, he has two voices.
Yeah.
He has two.
Well, he's like, if you want, I'm sorry, but he's also like a trumpet player. Do you ever see the trumpet players? So they can put I think
Dizzy Gillespie.
He could put all the air in his cheeks and
Yeah.
continue playing while he took a breath. That was Chris Berman.
Keep continuing to talk, mate.
Chris Berman once told me. He goes, if you don't know what to say, just say something. You just got to keep going.
Always go. Yeah, it was always great though when he would always do
That's
the
great.
like he would
Yeah, we should be right around the corner with the next highlight you're coming. Hey, now, first we have to talk about a young boy. When he gets, and I'm telling you, when this he's gonna, your hearts are gonna be touched. We'll be right back.
But none of that was a sentence.
Here is what you look at. If you think about it,
Yeah.
the stool is another. It's a kind of a dual meaning.
mania.
Yeah, and I know that's what you said, but I wasn't paying
And
attention.
there was a boy in Rochester who played high school football he had stool mania and no arms. And when we come back, your hearts will be touched. We'll be right back.
Speaking of mania, have you ever played Toy Story Mania? Toy Story Mania, Disney World.
Top five. And
And we had Buzz Lightyear. Where'd he go to school?
Louisville?
That's right, Tom.
Was
You
that
didn't
your
say
Tom
anything.
Jackson?
Yeah, that's all I had for Tom because it's questionable, Tom Jackson.
Well, Louisville? You got to do the Dana Carvey trick and go, I'm Tom
Tom
Jackson.
Jackson.
Louisville?
Because he didn't know where Buzz went to school. I don't know that was ever a correct thing.
And Tommy, we're talking about Barry Word.
Kentucky?
That's right.
And nobody ever backed that up. He never. Who knew?
They didn't have Google.
Oh, yeah, nobody could.
Top
Google.
five. I got a new game for him. Top 5 answers. You're on the board. Survey said. bleh.
I love Steve Harvey, but I would definitely watch Chris Berman host Family Feud.
Oh yeah.
Would you like a glass of wine?
top 5 answers are on the board. All right.
Good
I
too,
love
Brad. You're
watching-
killing it.
Yes.
Can I do a Berman?
Yes.
I didn't know I could do a Berman.
Top 5 answers on the board. Listen, there's a lot of great answers out there.
Say what you will
Say what you will.
Yeah.
about the answers number 6 through 10.
One of the kids in the family has to have something wrong with him because he always had to have the charity thing.
After the Lions highlight, this little boy who's just a human eyeball. He's going to answer one of the questions, and your hearts will be touched.
Yeah, I spent the last 5 minutes listening to an old Casey Kasem long distance dedication at Mary in St. Louis.
There it is. He takes over the top 40.
And it writes, Dear Chris, I've been in prison
Dear
a
Mr.
long
Berman.
time. Dear Mr. Berman. You know what? I want a little respect. Right? Dear Mr. Berman.
I didn't go to
Dear Schwan.
I didn't go to 8 years of you go to 8 years of Swami school for nothing here.
Oh, and then he would have to come up with nicknames for the families.
Yeah.
And over here we have the My Favorite Martin family.
Ray,
impression on that with
Ray
the genius
Walston.
joke.
Oh, that's a great
I was
joke.
thinking about. I was going through all his nicknames. Like, all right, you gotta go through a nickname.
Curtis Martin's.
I couldn't hold on the impression. Look, there's a lot of great impressionists out there. Brad Williams, not one of them.
No, you're really good. I mean, honestly,
We'll have more.
Yeah.
Back on the
you
board.
figured out the parlor trick. I think listen. That show you're pitching where you might need me.
Yeah,
might not
you don't
me
need
anymore.
Frank at all. Cut the budget. You've got this.
Oh my goodness.
Dwarf took your job. That's America.
Oh my God.
That's America T-shirts now available on comediantees.com.
I believe that you were under contract with us at the time.
That's right. We get a cut of that.
We don't even get
It's
a cut.
12
What was that
30,
impression? You did something in your head jiggled and the hair did something.
His hair does impress.
Conan O'Brien.
The pompadour.
I've had a few days where it just Conan O'Brien's itself, but I don't know. Everything starts to blend.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at me now.
No,
after
I was
that.
going to say no because you start talking and then people go, "Oh, are you doing Jack Nicholson right now?" I'm like, "No, it's just a part of my voice that you hear." It's a weird thing that it's going to start happening to you now that you're
Now that Frank has dubbed me an impressionist, and I gotta go write a bunch of impressionist jokes.
Oh man, you are so.
You got the Robin Williams.
You think you were pigeonholed before?
Oh, the dwarf impressionists.
You are pigeon abyssed. What if John Gruden lived in a mushroom village?
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, gotta look out for that evil sorcerer. I'm only 3 apples high, man.
all of the worst.
Santa came in, he got mad at me because I just put Spider 2Y bananas in the box. I don't know what that means.
Not one of your best, but you're so likable.
It's funny because Gruden is the for giving kids plays.
That would be my bit.
Diagram.
Yeah.
I don't want this.
I'm a dwarf, so I can't do too many crazy impressions. So it would just be like, imagine Robin Williams as a Christmas elf. Here we go.
Right.
Oh, put things in a box. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. All right, naughty list.
Oh my God.
That's it. And now John Lovitz as a Christmas elf.
You've never done this before?
No.
Never done this?
I don't know why I'm here. I'm Jewish.
This is okay.
Why am
Michael
I helping
Caine.
all these kids?
Michael Caine as a Christmas elf.
I honestly feel like do it.
The only thing that fits in this box is the size of a tangerine.
You're adding a little something to Michael Caine.
I love it. I don't
know
You're
what it
adding
is.
but I don't.
It's like I'm mixing Michael Caine with a little bit of
Sean Connery.
I'm mixing with a little bit of Jason Statham. A little bit of Jason
That's a good Jason Statham. That's a really good.
It's not a really good Jason Statham. I just gotta grumble.
Yeah, that's it. That's
all he
Jason
does.
Statham.
I'm gonna do
This is Jason Statham at his own surprise birthday party.
As a Christmas elf.
Whoa. I'm surprised.
This is going in the impressionist category
I like this.
of our podcast. Genius impressionist.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the name because we.
What? We're going to say the slur?
No,
I don't know why you're so. What are you holding?
Why are we
on
going
here?
to say
You're
that?
gonna say that?
No, Brad Williams, but we'd never introduced him
not a
again.
slur.
No, not yet.
Oh, that's right. We never. He's gotten in the habit as the host to not say who's on the show.
Oh,
Because I think
entire
people
time.
see it in the
It's assumed.
information when you download the podcast.
yeah. As long as you put your guys' names up first, they don't see the name because it's
Right.
like cuts it off. So it'll just say Frank Caliendo and Home. And then no,
That's what it just
and
goes
then
to me.
no one will know that.
No,
I'm
we
on the
started
show.
about doing the Frank Caliendo Cast, starring John Holmberg.
It's pictures of me all over
guests,
your name.
maybe.
Yes,
Sometimes.
as a Christmas elf.
Today our guest is nothing more than a liver and a mouth. He's an unbelievable kid. He wrestled in high school. Who would beat him? If you beat him, you're bad. If he wins, you're bad. It didn't matter. Your heart will be touched.
We'll be right back on
We'll
the
be right
blitz.
back on the blitz.
And that softy.
Say what you will, but nobody.
Bye, Pizza Hut. What?
Say what you will, but nobody circles the size chart.
Nobody
Brad
circles the
Williams.
little tiny wagon.
Nobody circles the model wagon.
The night at the museum wagons. Quite like Brad Williams.
Nobody struggles to get into a wagon. Like Brad Williams.
You got a pterodactyl sound out of me.
Glorious. What's Chris Berman as a Christmas elf? Christmas Berman.
Chris Berman at the Christmas off. I'm gonna put some trains for this kid.
Always the sick kid.
I'm giving a train to this kid. He's nothing but a tongue. So I'm gonna give him an everlasting gobstopper.
Rested on his mouth. We'll be right back.
It's sitting there like a snow globe.
Yeah. I wish I had a microphone on all of America watching ESPN when they would cut to the heartfelt story, because I think the majority you'd hear, oh, I don't want to get sad. I mean, are the Falcons going to win?
Just get to the Broncos highlights.
Yeah, exactly.
It was probably like the NFL draft this year.
Oh, the tragedy porn.
Yeah, where everything was
Oh my God.
inundated with a
I wish
story about
Berman would have done
sadness.
that, because that one guy's,
He's drafted and it's a big day, but one of the worst days of his life.
this was a real story. If Berman would have told it.
His father went out to get to his car, slipped on a gravel driveway and slid into the road and was killed by a truck. But he's drafted today and everything's better.
And I started thinking, this driveway is a pyramid. Who the fuck falls on their driveway and slides into traffic in the steepest driveway of all?
And now he's happy because he's a Ray.
I'll tell you what, man. We make lives better here.
No 90-degree driveways here, man.
45 at most, man.
Tops, man.
Tops.
Knock on wood if you got a father. Oh, wait.
Not so sorry about that.
Now you.
Knock on wood if peace will be with you.
My favorite part about the draft though was Jerry Jones drafting from the yacht where he's like a Bond villain, just sitting right there and like, I'll take that. Like, I can't do it, Jerry Jones.
You're gonna have it by the end of this podcast.
What
Miracle Man?
I need you to do it, and then I'll figure it out from that.
We have.
There's two ways to do it. I do the after, and he does the before.
Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
There it is, right there,
I
Brad.
do a thing with an S.
He's a quick study.
A lot of your S's go to S's. You get rid of that S.
Okay.
We have Ben.
We have Ben.
Ben.
Try
It's
this.
multiple
Brad.
words.
Pull your face back. Get the
Quincy
surgery.
Carter.
There it is.
The future.
Now I feel like you're
Now I'm
mocking
making fun of my
your own
wife.
child.
Now I'm making fun of my wife. That's not good.
No, just the cheeks. Don't
just
go
the
so
cheeks.
high.
Okay, so
Just
not-
up here.
not
like
there.
a Michael McDonald impression. You're over there. You pull your teeth. Up and over. Scooby-Doo. Sounds better with them on. Taking it to the streets. You can't miss with the cheeks open.
You've never had this much fun, have you?
We love you. He's doing. It's Jerry Jones, Michael McDonald.
I saw Genghis Khan. I'm sorry. Really?
Wait, which Genghis Khan? John Wayne Genghis Khan?
Oh, the good one.
All right, Pilgrim, we're going to go get some Mongols.
That ruled China. Actually, I was thinking Bill and Ted's.
Oh my God.
Keanu Reeves?
Do it again. No, not do Keanu Reeves. Do Genghis Khan in
John Wayne.
At John Wayne?
No, do the
With Jerry
they look-
Jones. Jerry Jones, Genghis Khan, Asian stereotype. Terrible.
Oh, that's not.
Well, that's what we're going for.
And I'd like to still have somewhat of a career after this, so I'm just going to...
No, that's impression. You're an impressionist.
Oh, that's the excuse you use?
No,
Unless you're on American
mine's
Talent.
over. Mine's over. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think
Why do
you're
you
the
sit next
guest?
to me? I'm the only one who hang out with him anymore.
You were talking about.
As an authentic Asian man, I'm offended at that. Thank you, John Wayne as Genghis Khan.
Oh man.
I actually sent you this week Rappin' Duke. Do you remember that? So you think you're bad?
Oh my God.
Rappin' Duke?
It was a song in the 80s.
I started to crap when you were in diapers and wet in the sheets. I was at the Ponderosa, rapping to the beat. Da ha da ha.
Was this a real thing?
It was a
Da
hit
ha
song.
ha 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 ha.
This was a real thing.
Yes.
This is
Sure,
not
I
a...
rustled some cattle and tended the sheep, but my main concern was rapping to the beat. I don't bother nobody. I'm a real nice guy, kind of laid back like a dead fly.
This is not a Weird Al parody.
No, this is
Coming in at number 4 this week, very surprising. And a letter says, "Dear Mr. Burke, please stop playing that horrible song.
to my sister who has no eyelashes.
We have to put water in her eyes every few seconds. She wrestled in high school. You're going to be touched.
She's a non-blinker.
She married a super soaker.
She married Peter North.
And Scott Long.
Yeah, and
Right there. Oh, I hate that I know that.
I know.
No,
I know that
it's
reference.
brought up in every
we
show
talk
we
about
do.
it a lot.
Peer North?
North, yeah.
You talk about the decorator in every
We
show.
honor the decorator.
You honor the
As best we
decorator.
can, yeah.
Best nickname ever.
I didn't know that was his nickname.
Yes. You know why.
I know
And-
I
why.
don't know how familiar.
Chris Berman gave it to him.
You know, say what you will.
What school did he go to? The Design School of New York. He's the decorator.
And nobody
Oh, here
No,
we go.
nobody decorates the tree.
That was the.
Like to decorate.
I did that for the Sklar brothers, and I just remembered that as they made me do Berman on the thing when he got in trouble for the thing. And for whatever
For
reason,
shaking
make
his
him-
hand?
Yeah, well, I do this because he was offering everybody wine, trying to get people drunk at the thing, and he's like, "We'll get you wine maybe after this." And they had tape of him doing it, and then for some reason they said just make him graphic about reviewing a porn. And the line I did that they liked that I thought was stupid: "Nobody circles the cum wagon quite like Nacho Vidal."
Listen,
Yeah, it
there's a
didn't
lot
make-
of male porn stars out there. Ron Jeremy, the hedgehog.
The hedgehog.
The hedgehog. I gave him that nickname.
Angie's making a comeback as Sonic the
What are
Hedgehog.
we gonna do when we get like we're getting older, right? And then like kids porn will be much more graphic.
You watch kids porn?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Well, the kids today will be watching that came out poorly. Kids porn always does. But when they're older, when
I'll get something that looks exactly like it, but it's actually little people.
the next generation's porn, like rock always got harder. Like we're gonna look back and go, there's no charm in this. There's no story here. What are you kids watching?
Story?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
You
what
watch porn for story?
Xart.com.
All
I
right.
really like to look.
I watch it
I
for
like
the rhymes. Bridget, come on.
I like that the man cared.
Did you used to make a Bridget the Midget joke?
I did not.
Oh, because you said rhymes Bridget.
I did not.
And Bridget the Midget is an actual midget porn
No
star.
way.
Yeah.
Frank's surprised by
I
this.
think. I don't know. You do way more than just look at toys in this room, don't
yeah.
you?
This room.
I
now-
can show you the world. You ain't never had a friend like me. Oh, we're done.
Suddenly, this room it went from cool to being like a bait shop.
Who is the master? Show enough. Okay.
Yeah, and there's some photos of her.
Yeah,
Great job.
Got that P.
Yeah, he couldn't get the Piat impression, but he was Johnny on the spot with the Bridget the Midget photos.
It's in the favorites.
Yeah.
Somebody at Mad TV actually went to school with her. So that's
No kidding.
that's how I knew who she was.
Will Sasso.
No, it was Jennifer. No, don't
What was
Jennifer.
this person in school or just took her to school and followed her around the school?
No, it was a
in
woman.
school
It was
with
a
her.
woman,
Okay.
a Parker.
Bridget the Midget, 5 fast facts you need to know. This
You need to know, and
This-
it's on heavy.
this isn't going to
One?
be good.
Worked in an adult film before. Well, she was an adult film star. You didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you attracted to little women?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, of course, I am. There was a time where I pretty much exclusively dated.
No kidding?
Dwarf women.
Do they see you as kind of a sellout or a traitor?
I'm the Wayne Brady of dwarves.
Once you got success, you
Wayne's gonna hear
bailed
about
on
that.
Yeah. Somebody just texted.
Yeah.
Hear about Brad talking.
No, you should know. No. I used to date pretty much exclusively little people, and then I got funny.
You didn't have to. I don't understand.
I stopped.
Is that Rihanna?
I believe so.
Bridget the Midget danced for Rihanna.
Yeah, a controversial lap dance.
What's controversial about that?
It's a lap dance. I thought it was controversial unless she did it like
against her will.
Yeah.
With a
Fine.
gun to Rihanna's head.
Gave her a lap dance.
I'm asking. This is going to be a really awkward question, but do you
There we
ever
go.
find? No, because my wife is actually. I told you this. My wife is scared,
Afraid of little people,
for
yep.
no reason.
Yep.
I can't.
I found that.
One of the greatest moments of my life, because I love watching my wife just fall apart, was we were in Vegas at the Red Rock Hotel outside
Yeah.
of Las Vegas.
Know where it is? Yep.
And there was a little person convention, and she got off of the elevator and she walked right back on. I'm like, what's the problem?
Hey guys, I'm trying to do an impression of your wife. Who have
No,
small hands. They go places.
Sneak one
No,
in.
I've discovered there's people. I mean, I have the
there are lots of people.
lots of people. I have the joke in my act about when I met John Stamos, and he has it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it obvious that did he try to cover, or did he just say, "Oh, you
Yeah.
scare me"? No, he did.
It was
He ran for cover.
Yeah.
I'm John Stamos. Kill it. Kill
Great
it.
impression. No, yeah. I mean, you could watch the whole bit, but basically, Bob Saget knew about this,
Yeah.
and I did a show with Saget where Stamos showed up to support him, and then Saget just ran to me and it's like, "You have to go meet John," and I'm like, awesome. I'd love to go meet him. He goes, no, you don't get it. Like, this is going to be awesome.
pre-warned
That's
you?
so
Yeah.
Saget, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the evil Saget.
Yeah, that's the evil Saget. So I ran up and started humping John's leg.
Oh well,
and
I'm afraid of everything that.
he was surrounded by a lot of people, so he was like scared, but he had to look like he wasn't scared, like
Like he was Robin Williamsing.
never had a midget like that. Like, yeah, he was very scared. But fast forward to a few years after that, I was attending Bob Saget's. He does a charity function every year for scleroderma. Great thing. And then the scleroderma is not the great thing. Charity is the great thing.
We understand sometimes the
Very-
words don't come out the way you'd like them
Very
to.
specific.
It was a charity for scleroderma. We raised a lot of money to give a lot of people that
We're
disease.
trying to give it to everybody.
To prove that hydrochloroquine cures it, you have to have it.
Hydrochloroquine, which is my favorite bad girl in any DC movie.
But John came over, saw me, grabbed me by the hand and said, "Come with me." And he walked me over to Jimmy Kimmel's table and he goes, "See, Jimmy, I'm fine now."
Oh,
So obviously this is known amongst people. Wow. So your wife has something in common with John Stamos.
Yeah, but it's all. Well, she's got a lot.
yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, they're both sexually attracted to Frank Caliendo.
That's America. I'm telling you, it works. You
I
just
think
have
it
to
does.
Set it up.
I think
New
it does.
mic drop.
It's Brett Favre. It works. Just keep going back to it.
Would Drew Brees be in trouble if that's what? That's America. At the end. Well, he's right about that.
I honor the flag.
He's got a
That's
point.
America.
At the end, he's got a point.
Yeah.
It is actually that.
But yeah, so it's don't worry. I mean, now is your wife in the house? Can we go scare her?
Oh, that's part of it.
there's
That's
your promo.
the real reason I wanted you here.
Well,
Not because you're funny, not because you're interesting. She's gonna try and steal your baby.
That's okay.
I told you that because Michelle tries to steal. Like we were
she did it
outside
before today.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever witnessed.
She's
it.
the Winona Ryder of babies.
Yeah, it's a shopless babies.
She wants more children, but yet we're always in this constant fight.
You're shooting blanks. I get it.
No,
I can't get an erection.
no.
What is the
We've
problem?
only had sex twice. We have 3 kids. It's this thing where she always wants more kids, and she's like, I'll do everything. I'm like, no, you don't. You aren't even taking care of the dogs. You blame the children now.
Yeah, so it's the kid with the puppy. Like I'll clean up after it. I promise.
But she
She
no,
tried to
we
steal
need.
2 kids when I walked in today.
Yeah,
Someone in your family was not paying attention.
Oh,
to the child.
right.
Can I have these? That she asked you, like you're the guy who goes, well, yeah, go get them. if
Yeah,
you want
like
them."
it's fine.
That's all right.
No
Like,
problem.
you're gonna give the answer she's waiting for. Frank won't let me steal kids, jerk.
Yeah, she thinks I'm the bad. Like somehow it gets turned on me being the bad person.
He won't let me kidnap anymore.
This is
Well, she would find a euphemism for it. Yeah, help,
well, help would be the word.
shelter.
Rescue.
You have a show in maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's
What
the
time's your
matinee.
first show?
3.
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brad Williams, everybody. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Williams.
Oh, just go to bradwilliamscomedy.com and see all the dates that Prozac with a head is going to come near you. It's going to be great. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Dwarfs telling jokes.
I honestly, the impressions are really good.
They're really good.
Especially
you.
for somebody who, like a couple that you just picked up on quickly.
You grabbed them immediately.
got the skill.
Berman was immediate.
Yeah.
I have to see someone do it though, and then I go, oh, that's
they're unlocked.
So what?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
part
yeah.
of it. But
Yeah.
you could figure out some on your own.
Okay.
I don't even know
You
who
just
that
got to
was.
footnote the
But
cast.
if you're throwing in the whole Christmas village,
that's your angle. That's
employee,
different, right?
it doesn't matter if they're good or not. It's
Sylvester Stallone as a Christmas film. Toys come down the road and wait, that got almost Gruden-esque.
add in a little. Yeah, but now you got 2. It's
Everything comes back to Gruden, man.
more plays for little Johnny. Just diagrams. How disappointing Christmas would be. Who was your guy? My guy, man. More plays for you.
But thank you. That means a lot coming from you. And I didn't know. Like I've done impressions, but I don't like to do it in my act. But I don't know.
Yeah, because
They're
it's
good.
I guess
you don't I don't like to do it in my act because it's not actual comedy. That's
Yeah,
what he was
yeah.
saying there.
Because it's gimmicky.
It's like
shit.
way below me,
And that's
and as a little person, way below me. Like anyone.
Did you say below me, Haywood?
Wait, who's talking about Stormy? Someone say below me? Okay. But thank you so much for having me in the toy chest.
Wow, that's. Oh. I played the fifth. Oh, we have a little man in a toy chest. Who did this? He's not breathing.
Listen, there's a lot of toys that need batteries.
Little kid lived in a toy chest most of his life, never grew past it. Wrestled enough.
Just say this for me. I want to be a dentist.
As who?
Hermie.
As me?
No, you lost it.
Oh, okay. That's America.
I'm leaving. That's the killer.
Do you know Herbie the Elf?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I don't know.
I think he was asking for real.
Yeah, like are you friends?
I thought.